I'm finally doing it after all these years. You guys, I am not a perfume reviewer or a perfume creator here on YouTube who just, you know, receives perfumes in PR and buy perfumes or whatever have you, then recommend it, turn around and sell them. I haven't done a declutter on my channel in a very long time. I've only done like one tiny, very mini declutter, one or two, I think it was just one, like a very tiny, small mini declutter of like 2, 3, some handful of perfumes. I have kept all my fragrances, whether I love them or not. I have nearly 700 fragrances behind right there in my display. You guys know that I have nearly 700 fragrances in my display back there. Like I said, I haven't decluttered them. I haven't sold my fragrances. I don't do that. I definitely don't sell PR. I'm not that type. I know there are a lot of those out there. You know, I don't sell my fragrances. But you guys, I have 700 perfumes, literally, almost. It's overflowing. And I promised myself, this wall-to-wall display that I have, it actually goes from one wall to the other wall. That's how big this display is. I made myself a promise that I would never buy perfumes more than what this display behind me can hold. Okay, so it'll never get bigger than this wall-to-wall display, which I think is a sane limit to put on anybody. And this is an insane amount of fragrances already. Nobody should ever have nearly 700 fragrances, right? There's just no point in it. Finally, I've decided to declutter the fragrances that I really, after giving them a fair shot for 3 years, you know, nearly 3 years in most cases, over 3 years in some cases, for that long, I haven't touched them. I don't wear them often for whatever reason it is. Maybe there may be different reasons. If I haven't reached for a fragrance, I want to declutter it to make space for newer, better fragrances now that I really know what I want and what works and the best fragrances in the world and how to pick them. I want to make space for the best of the best, okay? So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So let's jump right in, okay? Hi, my lovely people. Welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. In this video, I'm going to do my very first massive declutter of my nearly 700 fragrance collection back there. That is an insane amount of perfumes. Too many, you guys. There's only one of me and 700 fragrances. It's just not the kind of meth that is mething. Okay, so I needed to do something to make it close to a sane number of fragrances, which I don't think even after this massive declutter, it will be a sane number of perfumes, to be quite honest. But this is my very first massive declutter. So what I'm going to do is split this declutter into most likely 3 or 4 parts, because otherwise it'll be massively long. Do you guys have any idea how long it takes to go through this many fragrances and decide which ones I don't want to keep? Especially when I get you guys involved with me doing it together. Very long time. I just did it. And I only decluttered my first 2 rows of fragrances right there. That's all I could get done. It's actually not even the first 2 now that I actually think about it. I only was able to do the first row. I kept thinking it's 2 because of the shelf that splits them. No, that I was only able to get that first row up there. You can't even see there's another level up there. I haven't even gotten to this main level yet. This is where I keep most of my really 100% like top fragrances. I haven't even gotten anywhere close to that, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to split this into definitely at least 3 parts, if not 4 parts. But anyway, I decluttered that first row of my fragrance collection in this video. I am going to do the other levels in the upcoming videos. So I want to take you with me. I want to start from that corner to this corner through that first row of fragrances and declutter that with you guys and decide what I'm not wearing, what am I not using. I love these, I'm keeping them, and here's why I'm keeping them, and here's why I'm not keeping them. I kind of want to do that with you guys, okay? So another thing is, this is actually a fragrance collection video and a fragrance collection declutter video rolled into one, really, if you think about it, because I'm not doing it in the way where I already pre-selected what I want to declutter and I'm going to talk about them and talk about them to you. That's not how I'm doing. I'm actually going through my entire collection with you. Remember when I did my big collection video, like where I shared my entire perfume collection with you? Here it is. Here's a picture of it. I will link it down in the description box. When I shared my entire perfume collection with you, I did it like kind of like showing you, here's what I have. I didn't really go into detail, pick up every perfume and talk about it. And I promised you in that video that I will do another video where I actually slowly talk about my entire collection. So it's actually this video, it turns out, because this is actually my collection video close-up / declutter, okay? Because I'm gonna go row by row with you and talk about perfume by perfume, okay? And then decide, do I keep it or do I not keep it? So let's jump right in. Are you excited? I am. So let's get right to it. So here's my collection. There's more that way. I had to zoom in enough to show you the spot I'm going to start at. So I've got a big display here. It goes all the way from wall to wall. I'm going to start in this corner and then work my way that way. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with these right here. These are niche fragrances. So I have niche fragrances on the top 3 levels, the rows. And in this one, I have niche fragrances that I only have one of from whatever the brand that they're from. Everything else, they have like buddies, you know, I mean, different brands together. But this one is what I have one of from each brand. So I'm going to go through this one first and then kind of work my way down. I'm going to bring the camera to me and I'm going to start showing you guys so you can see it closer. Would that work for you? I think that would be the best way to do this. Okay guys, I tried to get you as close to this as I could. Hopefully the camera will cooperate with me. Alright, so I'm going to go through this shelf. So I'm going to actually empty it out one at a time. I mean, and I'm going to tell you, there's no way I'm getting rid of this. This is Bodacious by Bodacia the Victorious. No way I'm getting rid of that. I love this one, La Perla Possibilities. No way I'm getting rid of this. This is my Carnival, Brown Girl Jane. Love that. Happy Nuts. Love this baby. No way I'm getting rid of it. There may be none on this shelf that I'm getting rid of. You never know. We'll see. Of course, my Bianco Latte. No way I'm getting rid of my Bianco Latte. Okay. Juice Box. Carioca Heart. I'm keeping that puppy. No way I'm giving it up. And Pistache. Un Pistache by Obvious Parfum. Love this. This is a beautiful light pistachio scent that I absolutely adore. Then I have here Maison Maltaha Escapade Gourmand. No way I'm getting rid of that. It's one of my recent additions to my collection. This is a beautiful juicy strawberry fragrance. No way I'm getting rid of it. It's by Fleur. Love it. And my Rania J Jasmine Calma, one of the naughtiest, sexiest jasmine fragrances. No way I'm getting rid of that. I'm keeping that also. This is a bit of a tart mango. I actually love this, but I don't want to try and get rid of it now and regret it when the summertime comes. Like, I do remember enjoying this a lot in the summertime, so I'm keeping that. I'm gonna definitely get rid of anything that doesn't serve me anymore, you guys. And this one is Angel Dust by Fugazi. I love this. This is a very light, musky, beautiful scent. That's very kind of like a nice, clean skin scent. And then we have here the cotton candy type of smelling, beautiful. Actually, it smells like fresh laundry and cotton candy. Boardwalk Delight, love it. And then we have here the Sandalwood. This is one of my few purely beautiful, smooth, sensual sandalwood fragrances. I'm not getting rid of that at the moment at all. Now here's one that I'm not entirely in love with, the Byredo Balda Freak. I mean, in theory, this is beautiful and all, and I do like how it smells, but I found myself not... I'm spraying it behind the camera, by the way, guys. Trying to smell it one last time before I get rid of it. Like, I don't know if I am in love with this scent, and it doesn't last very long on my skin at all. It's almost like a kind of like a cologne. So I don't know, I'm on the fence about this one. So I'm gonna make a pile that is I'm on the fence, and I'm definitely getting rid of it. So this one I'm on the fence about. No way I'm getting rid of this. My Sweet Morphine by Ex Nihilo. Love this beautiful powdery sweet scent. And here's one that I'm not in love with. This is one I'm gonna definitely get rid of. This to me smells, when I first got this, I really liked it. It was very kind of cozy and woody scent, kind of like same vibes as BDK Parfum, Gris Charnel kind of vibes. I liked it at first, but I found myself not reaching for this very much. It's very woody and leans a little masculine. So that is one I'm definitely going to get rid of because I don't see myself wearing that. And here's another one I almost never reach for anymore. Kriptonite, Khalil T, I think. Let me spray this. I liked it when I first bought it, and I still think it smells good, but it's so light and it disappears on my skin within minutes. No, I'm getting rid of it. Then we have here Dosan. No way I'm getting rid of it. I love this fragrance. This is a beautiful tuberose scent by Diptyque. I'm keeping it. This is Moschino's, that bubblegum scent, Toy 2 or something like that. This is one of the few bubblegum scents I have, and my daughter loves it, so I'm keeping it. This I absolutely adore. This is Kiss My Name by Romain Monaco. I adore this. This is a beautiful ylang ylang, sort of like yellow, white floral, beautiful, sweet fragrance for summer. Absolutely adore it. No way I'm getting rid of it. Then we have here one of the new fragrances that I added to my collection last Sephora haul. This is Cherry Ambition. I love anything cherry, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. This one is that cherry with a bit more like patchouli, like woody scent. I do like it, so I will keep it for now. I haven't decided to get rid of it yet, although that one is kind of on the border. This one is Yes I Do. I don't remember how I feel about it, so let me spray it. I haven't reached for it in a long time. Okay, I do now remember how I feel about this. This one is a little bit light on my skin. It's a beautiful scent, but it kind of doesn't last very long. So this one's one that I'm on the fence about. So let me put that on the pile where I am uncertain. There is no way I'm getting rid of this. This is gorgeous. I picked it up in the boutique in New York City. This is Amalia Gourmand by Fugia. This is a gorgeous, sweet, kind of like a not naughty jasmine. Yeah, kind of naughty jasmine with like, I think, toffee in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. No way I'm getting rid of it. Love this for summertime. This is such a sophisticated fragrance for a nice high-end vacation. Aventus for Her by Creed, keeping it. I don't feel like getting rid of any of my vanilla fragrances. This is Divine Vanille, but I never reach for it. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This one, no way I'm getting rid of. Was really hard to get a hold of in the first place. This is a very beautiful, creamy, almost dessert ice cream like vanilla fragrance, Vanille West Indies. Really hard to get a hold of. Only Lucky Scent has it. And when I first got this, my first bottle, that was really hard to get a hold of. Like, no distributor here in the US had this back then, but now Lucky Scent has it, you guys. I have a discount code with Lucky Scent. It's 10 Clio, so I'll flash it here. All my discount codes are listed though in the description box. Check it out, so you can get a 10% off on Lucky Scent for this one if you want. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful vanilla scent that smells like vanilla ice cream dessert. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have this here, Cacao Porcelana. I loved this when I first got it. I have not reached for this, so let me see how I feel about it, okay? I sprayed it and I'm smelling it, and it's a very kind of earthy cacao scent. You know, I'm really not loving it anymore, so this would be in the go pile. This I just recently bought. This is a body spray from Fleur, Mango, whatever it's called, Mango Mood. I'm keeping that. Then we have here the Stéphanie Bruijn. This is Delice by her. This is a very light date scent with like vanilla. So light that it sometimes doesn't really last very long on my skin. So I think this is one that I'm going to declutter. No way I'm gonna get rid of this. This is Sun Goddess by Musicology. Beautiful solar summer fragrance. Beautiful, you know, bronze goddess type of fragrance. No way I'm getting rid of it. This is beautiful. This is Fleur d'Ombre by EPC. Beautiful scent. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm keeping it. Then we have here the Jade 888 Hermetica Parfum. This is a beautiful, like lily of the valley type scent. Gorgeous and like ethereal. Very much like a water goddess type spelling. You know, it makes you think of like lily pads and lilies in a lily pond. You know, kind of like a goddess emerging from it, like a nymph. Beautiful. I'm keeping that. This is the musky fragrance from Glossier. You guys all know. I'll keep this because this is almost like a skin scent that is kind of nice to kind of wear to bed or feel cozy with. This one is Vanille Coco by Comptoir Sud Pacifique. This one is a vanilla scent that's coconutty vanilla scent. Very, very good for like vacation. Although I'm not a huge fan of this anymore, so this is gonna go in like, I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't know if it's like something I'll actually bring on my vacations. It's like not one of my biggest loves, you know. This is actually something I bought from Italy when we were in Italy. It smells really weird. It's a very weird scent. I bought it from the, what do you call it, the Medici estate, like the Medicis, the historic family. Anyway, I'm keeping that. It's a souvenir. Then this is just the hairspray for the Skylar fragrance. I'm keeping it. Now I'm gonna put the perfumes back in that I am keeping, and I will keep the pile that I'm getting rid of in a separate corner. Okay, and then I have my House of Siage collection here, the cupcakes. Okay, and you know, I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this house at all, you guys. I do not like the way they handle business. I do not like the way they deal with customers. There is no return policy. There is no money back guarantee if the fragrances are terrible or there's a damage or anything like that. Very bad customer service, and also I do not like what this house stands for. So I am not a very big fan of this house. I have stopped purchasing from them, but I still have what I already got from them here. So I at first thought about just getting rid of all of them, but I realized that I did pay my hard-earned money to purchase these perfumes. So I'm going to just keep the ones that I am okay with, that I like, declutter the ones I don't like, and then once I run out of the ones I kind of like, I'm just not gonna repurchase from this house anymore. Instead of being wasteful and throwing them, I thought it would be more honorable to kind of use them up. So one of the perfumes that I do like from this house is this one right here, Sweet Dreams. I do like this. This smells like, yeah, kind of candied, fruity fragrance that I kind of like. It has a bit of like a peachy smell. It smells a little bit better than Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. This one is another one from that collection that they had. I'm just gonna run through this too. I'm not like particularly hugely fond of this one, but I'm gonna finish this up. And then this one, Hufflepuff, I do like this. This is a nice vanilla fragrance that smells kind of like, you know, kind of dessert, kind of vanilla dessert kind of vibe. I'll keep that one. This is also from that Harry Potter collection. This is Gryffindor, I think. This is not bad, so I'll keep that one. I forget the notes now of that one. This one, you know, there are a lot of fans of this fragrance, and I did like it when I first got it. This is Passion de L'Amour. A lot of people love this fragrance. I find myself not reaching for it as much as I thought I would. I'll just use it up and I won't be repurchasing from this house. Not, you know, and didn't end up being a huge fan of it as I thought I would be. It's not bad. I like it, but then again, I'm not reaching for these as much as I thought I would be. So it's kind of a waste. We all kind of got on the bandwagon with this house with the cute cupcake looking perfume bottles and got carried away, and they're, you know, at the end of the day, they don't have that much substance. And this one is Whispers of Seduction. It's not all that seductive, honestly. I mean, it's all right. It's not groundbreaking or anything like that. I'll keep it, and when I run out, I'll just be out, and I won't be repurchasing from this house. Some people love this one too. This is the rose fragrance that they have. This is Chevalier d'Oz. I do like this one. There again, I will, you know, use it up. Turns out that I like Minnie Mouse because it's like caramelly, kind of gourmand fragrance. It smells sweet and, you know, the usual. It's nothing special, but I do like it. So I'll use it up, you know, and then that's it. This one, Mickey Mouse, it's a light coconutty scent. It's coconut water, not coconut cream. I liked it at first, but then again, I got bored of it. It's a little too light, and I don't really reach for it anymore. So that's another one that I'm gonna declutter. The only two that I really love from this house or really enjoy wearing are these two, Sweet Dreams and Hufflepuff. I like wearing these two. I kind of enjoy this rose one as well. I mean, I do like it. So those are the three that I really like, as it turns out. The other ones are, you know, they're all right. They're not anything special. I actually just realized, so this is Whispers of Seduction. I also bought Whispers of Temptation with this. While this is actually nice, I do kind of like it. Not, although I'm not, like, it's not a love for me. Whispers of Temptation was god awful. Like, that smells like a hospital disinfectant. The Whispers of Temptation. This is Whispers of Seduction, but Whispers of Temptation, that looks just like this, only red, that I already have decluttered. I just haven't gotten rid of it, like sold it yet. So I have to put it up to be sold. So you guys, let me know if you want any of these fragrances that I'm decluttering. You can message me on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. I can make arrangements to sell it and then ship it to you. So if you find any of these, you know, appealing, let me know the ones that I'm decluttering, and some of them I'll give away to my relatives and friends. Then we have the famous Xerjoff fragrances right here. Actually, there is something I want to get rid of, but no, not this one. This is my Cruz del Sur 2. I absolutely adore this fragrance. This smells like a fresh fruit cocktail by the poolside, and it's one of my favorites to bring on vacation, so no way I'm getting rid of it. So I'm keeping that. Now here's one that I'm actually wanting to declutter. This is Golden Dallah by Xerjoff. It's Coffee Break Golden Dallah. This one, you guys, I liked it at first, but it is too strong of a coffee scent. It has like that Turkish coffee type of scent to it, and it's really super spicy. I thought the spices would tone down over time, but the spices did not tone down. So actually I am going to declutter this one. And then we have right here Ivory Root. Very hyped up. I think it got hyped up by I think Demi Rolling or someone was saying that this was one of their favorites. I mean, remember you guys, different people have different preferences in fragrances. To me, this one is a little bit too sharp. It's not the kind of fragrance that I really love wearing. I don't like 100% enjoy wearing something so sharply woody and spicy. This doesn't smell like vanilla at all. I don't think there's a lot of vanilla, if there's any at all. It's a bit of a woody kind of like fragrance. I can see why some people might like it. Still not something I ever reach for, so I think I'm going to declutter this. And here's another one that I fell into the hype and bought. Again, I think this was another one got really hyped up because, you know, some of the big fragrance reviewers like Demi Rolling and a bunch of other people, you know, they were raving about it. This is Ouverture by Xerjoff. This one, you guys, I used to like this. I won't lie. I mean, used to kind of like this, but you know, again, it's one of those scents that I just never ever reach for. I just don't want to keep fragrances that I don't reach for anymore in my life. Because you guys, when you have a massive collection like this, almost 700 fragrances, it's such a waste, and the fragrances go bad. They're not forever, and if I'm not reaching for something and I'm not enjoying it and I'm not wearing it, there's no point in keeping it. I mean, these are all the fragrances that were super hyped up by some kind of big YouTuber, and you fall into the hype and you buy it, and then you realize it's not all that special. Like, personal choice, to me, it's not all that special. And there's a very strong patchouli that is not enjoyable in here. It's a very kind of a dirty patchouli scent that's in here that I absolutely do not or no longer enjoy. So this one is going. Then there's a bit of a, I think there's like ylang ylang, some really nice floral notes in here, like ylang ylang and stuff, but there is something fecal in here, something that has a fecal scent. Could be a fecal jasmine, but I don't really smell jasmine all that much. So there's a bit of a, so it smells like a fecal patchouli, and it's not a very pleasant scent over time, especially now that it has aged. Getting rid of Ouverture for sure. Now this I love. This is Muse by Xerjoff. This is a leathery, plummy fragrance. This is a plum leather. This is kind of sexy. This has some herbal notes. I can't remember, Davana, I think. It's kind of like sexy with the plum and the Davana. It's kind of a sexy fragrance. I do like this one, so I'm going to keep it. It's super strong. It has leather, so it's very strong. It's a very sexy fragrance, so I'll keep that one. And then I have this right here, Casa Marathi line, Dolce Amalfi. Again, this is like that, the kumquat, I think that's in here, or quince, I can't remember which fruit. There's a fruity note in here. It's a bit of a spicy fragrance with a bit of like a fruity vibe. It's a spicy, fruity fragrance. My husband actually likes this, and I find it a little bit intriguing, so that one is staying. Oh my gosh, there's no way I'm getting rid of Dama Bianca. You guys know this is a very beautiful, very ethereal, beautiful, not sexy, but more of a beautiful girl vibes this gives. This is a very soft, light vanilla with a bit of powderiness. I love this. This is a super feminine fragrance. It's staying. Okay, this is an absolute gorgeous beauty. You guys know Maraschino by Sospiro. Sospiro used to be the sister house of Xerjoff. Not anymore. I think they split up. But Spirito Maraschino is one of the most juiciest, gorgeous cherry fragrances ever. This smells just like the maraschino cherries you put in your cocktail, only the sexy lady version of it. This is one of my top 5 fragrances. No way in heck I'm getting rid of this. This is in my top 5. This lasts forever, projects like crazy, absolute beauty. No way I'm getting rid of it. And then I have the Sospiro version of Muse here. So yeah, I mean, I'm keeping it, although I don't know why I got 2 of it when I already had the Xerjoff version, because I'm nuts, you guys, that's why. And then I have Gran Bala here. It's kind of an unremarkable type of fragrance when you especially consider how edgy the fragrance house Xerjoff is. This one is, comparatively speaking, kind of unremarkable. This is a bit of a kind of a slightly bubble gummy-ish, not exactly white floral fragrance. I think there's maybe a little, this is way too light and you really can't smell much of anything. It's not a, like I said, it's not a very memorable or remarkable fragrance. It's a pleasant enough floral fragrance, but doesn't really last very long and it doesn't really project that much, so that's getting decluttered. And then we have Lira. I love Lira. There's no way I'm getting rid of it. This is a beautiful custard dessert kind of smelling gourmand fragrance with a bit of citrus in it. I love that one. I'm keeping it. Then my favorite beauty in the world. There's no way I'm ever touching this. This is forever. This stays in my collection until the end of times. This is the mother of all gourmand fragrances. This one smells like a gorgeous almond biscuit or almond cookie dipped in milk, sprayed with musk kind of. It's a beautifully delicious gourmand fragrance, only like the perfume version of it. It smells very sexy. It's a super sweet fragrance. My husband absolutely adore this on me. This is Date Night Caliber. There is no way I'm ever getting rid of that. And then of course I love Bouquet d'Yel. This is kind of a Christmassy fragrance for me. This is a vanilla with a bit of woodiness from papyrus. I find this to be perfect for like Christmas time. So yeah, that one's staying, and this is the hair perfume version of Bouquet d'Yel, so that's staying too. Okay, you guys, so that is my Xerjoffs. Okay, then I have my Royal Crown fragrances right here. This, I have to admit, I kept collecting just because how beautiful those bottles are. Half of them I don't wear, you guys. I really only wear a couple. I'll tell you which ones I really love and wear. The rest of them really just eye candy. So it's time to declutter this puppy for sure. This is one of them that I absolutely love. In fact, I featured it in one of my recent videos, my best rose fragrances video. I love this. This is a beautiful, watery yet potent rose fragrance. This has Bulgarian, was it Bulgarian or no, this has Taif rose, I think. Taif and Bulgarian both. Either Taif and Bulgarian or Taif and May rose, but it's absolutely beautiful rose fragrance. Alchemia, I love it. I will definitely keep this one. It's one of my favorite rose fragrances. Love this one right here. This is Rose Muscat. I actually forgot to mention this in my rose video. Probably because this smells more of a kind of a melon-ish than like rose-ish fragrance. This is a rose fragrance that smells a little bit kind of like melony because it literally has like honeydew melon, I think, in it. This is really pretty. This is like, this screams summer and it screams poolside for me. This is kind of like a summery, summer vacation, you know, poolside, summer outing kind of fragrance. Absolutely love it. That, you know, that's obviously staying. Now Ambrosia, you know, it's nice. It's a honey fragrance, but I really don't reach for it, you guys. It's again one of those perfumes that I just never reach for. So I'm going to get rid of this one too because I just don't reach for it. It's a beautiful honey fragrance, but you know, I just don't reach for it. What's the point? Now this one here is really witchy, kind of like a witchy jasmine. very kind of dark jasmine, very, I don't know, moody jasmine. This is oud jasmine. This bottle is super intriguing. And the smell of this jasmine fragrance is intriguing. This is kind of a dark jasmine, kind of in the same lines, along the same lines as the Alien by Mugler, but it doesn't smell anything like Alien by Mugler. That's not what I'm saying, but in the same dark jasmine kind of category. This is very, very witchy. That's the only way I can describe it. It's very oriental, witchy kind of jasmine. I'm keeping it, although I don't wear it as much because it doesn't suit my personality. I'm not like that type of person, but I want to keep that just because it's such an intriguing fragrance. Now this is Sultan. I'm definitely keeping this one. This is that vanilla that has a bit of dates in it. This is actually really beautiful. It's a spicy vanilla, so that one is staying. And then here's one I don't ever reach for, Czar by Royal Crown. These are very expensive fragrances, so when you have expensive fragrances, I'm actually bringing it behind the camera and spraying it and smelling it to decide again if I love it. So I just don't reach for it. It's a kind of, it has grapefruit. I think there's like Lily of the Valley or something. You know, it's like a light fragrance, but it's not groundbreaking. It's not mind-blowing or anything like that. And I never reach for this. So I really think it's time to get rid of this Czar because I just don't use it. You guys, I feel like it's such a waste. Now, Isabella, I love Isabella. Isabella is beautiful, and in the bottle is beautiful. Although I don't always remember to wear it, I do love it. I enjoy it. So I'm keeping Isabella. Isabella is a beautiful pink floral fragrance. I think a bit of rose and, you know. And then we have Imperator there. Again, beautiful bottle, but never reach for it anymore. I did when I first bought it. This one is actually very unisex too. No, actually, yeah, it can go unisex. It's kind of a, I don't know how to describe this fragrance. Again, it's very, not vanilla as in that's what it smells like, but like very vanilla, very blah, you know, like nothing too special about it. That is probably gonna get going too, okay? And then we have here, this is very kind of special smelling fragrance. Unfortunately, I just never reach for it. This reminds me of the type of fragrances the French royalty used to wear. They used to wear a lot of powdery fragrances like this, very like potent powdery fragrances to kind of hide their stink because they didn't used to bathe. So this is Poudre de Fleur, powdery flowers basically. Yeah, it's actually very intriguing smelling. It has like the same type of scent profile as Chanel No. 5 type of fragrances. Do you know what I mean? Very kind of a little more vintage than Chanel. It's a very vintage smelling powdery fragrance. Unfortunately, no matter how gorgeous, like how intriguing it is, I have not reached for it very much. So that's gonna have to go. And then this is another one, Cabell, that again, I don't even remember the last time I wore this. Never reach for it anymore, ever, ever, ever. Such a waste, even though it smells absolutely, it's beautiful, you know, it's beautiful. But is it remarkable to the point that I want to keep it? Probably not. That is my Royal Crowns. I see only 5 survived. The other ones have got to go because I just never reach for it. You know, I've never decluttered like this before, ever. I kept all my fragrances for all these years, but it's just time to move on from things that I just don't reach for anymore. It's a waste because they go bad. I'm still on the first row of fragrances still. I have 4 more down below. No, actually 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. Wow, guys, this is overwhelming. Okay, here I have the Novitus 2 that I have. I don't really have very much from this fragrance house. I have 2 here, and then I have the Carner Barcelona. Then back there I have one of my favorite fragrance houses, Unui Nomad fragrances. I can tell you right now, none of the Unui Nomad ones are going away because I adore them. Okay, let me start with the Navitus. This one, you know, is okay. This is a Dallah. It's a rose fragrance. It has like, I bought it myself. It's a rose fragrance. It reminds me of some of the rose fragrances that I've smelled at Middle Eastern fragrance boutiques in the mall. So it has a very strong rose. I don't really remember the last time I reached for it though. It's not bad. It's a nice rose fragrance. I'm starting to notice actually the coating. I don't know if you guys can see it. The coating of it is chipping away all around. That's too bad. Okay. Anyway, I will keep this because it was sent to me in PR. I'm not going to, you know, sell fragrances that were sent to me in PR. This one is Peach Aurum and it says it's an extrait de parfum, but I gotta tell you, this doesn't last very long on me at all. And it reminds me quite a bit of some of the other ones I already have in my collection. This actually, you know what, this even almost have like a popcornish kind of a accord too, although it's not, I don't think there's supposed to be popcorn in it. This kind of reminds me of a very more watered down version of like Cirque du Soleil fragrance, which I actually really like. The Cirque du Soleil one, I just added it to my collection. I haven't even put it in my display yet, you guys, because I have to haul it first and share with you first. I just sprayed it and it's already starting to dissipate on my skin, and there's the peach that is prominent in here. Some people I don't know like, you know, don't really like peach, but I like peach. I gave this a good review, but I realized, I mean, it was my first impressions when I reviewed this, but then many of you messaged me and told me that this one doesn't last at all. And then I would have to agree that, you know, it's already kind of disappearing on my skin and I only just now sprayed it. And it does remind me bits and pieces from many of the other fragrances that I have, but I'm keeping it only because it was sent to me in PR. I'm not one of those fragrance influencers that make a living out of selling fragrances that are sent in PR, which I've been told that many of them do that. Kind of a faux pas, not a good thing to do. Then we have the beautiful Carne Barcelona fragrances. This I really like. This is Tardes. I love this bit. This is a light almondy scent that's great for like spring, especially springtime is my favorite time to wear this. I really like it. Obviously, I'm keeping it. And then we have Besos, which is another beautiful kind of like Mediterranean vacation type fragrance. One of those fragrances that reminds you of a Mediterranean, you know, Italian vacation type fragrance. I really like it. I'm keeping it for sure. And then we have Supermoon. It's beautiful. I really like this one. Very much kind of like a fruity floral fragrance that I really kind of puts me in a happy mood. Love it. So keeping it. Latin Lover is absolutely beautiful. I recently added this to my collection. This is far more beautiful than I actually thought it would be. This is a white yellow floral fragrance that's perfect for summertime. Absolutely adore it. Marabella is one of my favorites from this house, because it's this beautiful light rose peony type of watery rose fragrance that again reminds me of Mediterranean vacations. Definitely keeping it. So I'm not really getting rid of any of my Carne Barcelona fragrances. I love them. Oh my god, I love this house. Une Nuit Nomade. This one is Jardin de Misfa. You guys, this is that beautiful, gorgeous date fragrance that smells like dates, you know, and it's kind of like a boozy date kind of vanilla fragrance that I really, really enjoy. I am definitely not getting rid of it. I love Love at First Sight because it's that beautiful lilac-y smelling fragrance. I love lilacs. This reminds me of springtime. Definitely staying. I'm not getting rid of any of my Une Nuit Nomade fragrances, so no point in even talking about. This is Jardin de Misfa Extrait, which is basically the more potent version of this one. Love it. The difference is that this one lasts longer even than this. This also does last, but this lasts even longer. And this has a very prominent, gorgeous oriental rose in it that I think is absolutely like, you know, reminds me of, I don't know, an Egyptian queen. It reminds me of Egyptian royalty. This is a Mieux Mieux de Dieu. This is another beautiful light floral summer scent from this house. It's absolutely beautiful. It kind of it's light and it's like very happy, uplifting kind of fragrance. I really like it. And then I have Fleur de Fleurs. Again, you know, flowers of flowers. It's a very floral fragrance. And here's one of my favorites from this house. This is Sugar Leather. This is just like it sounds. It's a very sugary, sweet leather fragrance that is super sexy. My husband loves this. I think there's like caramel type note in here too. Oh, I just adore it. So yeah, I'm keeping all of those. Then we're gonna move over to these ones right here. This is my Penhaligon's and Kriegler fragrances. This is also easy enough. I don't think I'm getting rid of any of them, not at this time anyway. You guys know I absolutely adore my Kriegler fragrances. This is my Abracadabra, an aldehydic beautiful fragrance. This one is Lovely Patchouli 55. It's a sweet, kind of almost gourmand, beautiful, almost edible type of patchouli that's boozy. And then there is this one right here. This is Voyage au Paradis. This one is a very kind of light summery fragrance. I love my Krieglers. They're not going anywhere. Then we have the English Promenade. Definitely not getting rid of this. This was Audrey Hepburn's signature fragrance for a long time. Orange Blossom, beautiful fragrance. This one is Palais Monarchie. Again, like an almondy, kind of slightly gourmand, slightly fresh, spicy fragrance that I really like. And then this one is Penhaligon's Elizabethan Rose. This was in my rose video. It's like a tea party type of light rose fragrance. Has a hazelnut note, but it's not really nutty. This one is the Favorite, which is a very light, powdery kind of scent. Let me spray this one a little bit so I can refresh my memory of it, because it's been a while since I wore it. It's actually beautiful. Again, like garden party, tea party type of elegant fragrance, that one. And then we have the Penhaligon's Clara, the incandescent Clara. This is a beautiful kind of deep ambery kind of fragrance that's like really, really beautiful. Actually, few ambery fragrances that I really like. This one is, you know what, I might declutter this one. This is Penhaligon's Heartless Helen. This one is a kind of a tuberose fragrance, but it's not very strong and it doesn't last very long on me at all. So I might get rid of this. I might get rid of it, actually. So yeah, that might be on the chopping block. I don't know. I'm having doubts about that one. This one is the Jasmine. What Jasmine? The Bewitching Jasmine, I think. This is a very deep, almost ambery, a very, very deep jasmine, but it's not your typical jasmine fragrance. Don't imagine like a jasmine smelling fragrance. It's a very deep, almost ambery type of deep fragrance, kind of dense. So yeah. Oh, I forgot, this one was a special gift from my husband. This is the Gardenia. What is it? Gardenia. I forget the number now. It's the special edition that Kriegler made for his fiance. So that's special edition. I don't think they even have it anymore, so definitely not getting rid of that. So yeah, I'm not really getting rid of any of it. The only questionable one that I might declutter is this one, but I'm not sure about it. Then we have a very important shelf right here. This is all my Maison Francisca John fragrances and my Fragrance du Bois fragrances and my Raja Parfum fragrances. I'm keeping all of my Miss San Francisco Jen fragrances. This is 724. This one is a very fresh, almost fresh linen smelling aldehydic fragrance. Love it. This one is gentle fluidity gold, which is a beautiful, very light, almost like wintry vanilla. This is Grand Soir. This is ambery, so if anything is questionable, that might be the one that I get rid of if I ever do, but that would be way down the road if I feel really like I don't wear it. Not right now. Then we have the Oud Satin Mood. I absolutely adore. Very Black Widow, Black Magic Woman type of rose fragrance that is very, very very, very like mysterious. Then of course the famous Baccarat Rouge fragrances. This is the original, and then this is the extrait, not getting rid of him. Then we have the, you know, Fragrance du Bois Minuet Demi right here. This is the collaboration with Demi Rolling. I'm keeping it for now. I will say it doesn't really last very much. I will say that it doesn't last all that much on me, but it's a beautiful fragrance. Oud Rose Intense. This is a very light, almost like fresh, almost minty. I wouldn't say mint. It doesn't have mint. Very fresh rose. It was in my latest rose video. This is Santal Complete. This is that beautiful, smooth, very sensual sandalwood type of fragrance from them. I love it. Siberian Rose is a sexy leathery rose that I love. I will keep that. Oud Jaune Intense is my all-time favorite solo fragrances. Beautiful tropical goddess-like fragrance. Absolutely love it. My husband loves it. This is Fragrance du Bois Rose du Bois. This is the oil. I'm definitely keeping it. This is very expensive and hard to find. And then it was a gift from one of my subbies. And this is Fragrance du Bois Oud Rose Intense, a smaller version, a travel size, keeping that. Then we have the Raja fragrances. I love them all, the ones I have anyway. Then we have here Raja Parfum Danger Parfum. This one has a bunch of white florals. It's a very potent white floral fragrance, absolutely stunning. This is Enigma Oud, again a gorgeous fragrance, very pretty. This one is Creation E. Everybody knows that one, love it. This is Risque, again has that typical Raja DNA. I will say though, Raja fragrances though, they all kind of blend together. At some point they are a lot of similarities. The DNA is very prominent. This is Beguiled, which is another discontinued fragrance, so definitely keeping that one. Then we have Taif Oud right here. This is a beautiful Taif Rose. This is a beautiful Taif Rose fragrance. I mean, the name says it all. Love that one. This is Elysium. This is a really pretty, almost like lilac-y, blue purple type of floral, like kind of remind me of fairies. This one's Scandal. This is a nice, beautiful, hypnotic white floral fragrance that I love. So obviously I'm not getting rid of anything on that shelf. So I only have 2 more left on this level, thank goodness. Getting tired, you guys. I have like 4 more rows to go down, and they're going to be in probably a different video. So let's move on to my Tiziana. Let's move on to my Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. Okay, moving on to this one right there. I have my Jus Parfum and my Shabu and my BTK and my Juliet Has a Gun fragrances in there. Let's go right there. All right, now we have come to the corner of my display here in the corner cube area, the last cube of the top shelf. I'm not getting rid of any of my Shabu fragrances. I can tell you that right now because I love them. So I love my Shabu fragrances. This is Caprice d'Hygiène. I love this one. This is a fruity fragrance that I absolutely adore. I love my Tiramisu, which is one of the latest editions from Shabu. This smells like basically a tiramisu, you know. It's got a little chocolate and it's got some creamy notes. I absolutely love it. It's kind of like the perfume version of a tiramisu. This is my lait de chocolat. You can see how dirty it is, the label, because I'm always sniffing it and wearing it. Love it. I keep it, of course. Lait concentré. This is basically like condensed milk note in here. It's like a milky fragrance. This one is super sexy. This is La Nuit Danse. This is a powdery fragrance, kind of like lipsticky, makeup smelling, sweet powdery fragrance. This is kind of like, you know, kind of reminds me of Dita Von Teese getting ready in front of a velvet mirror before one of her shows. Anyway, we have Rouge Smoking, my BDK ones. This is, you know, kind of unique cherry fragrance. So I mean, for that reason, I'll keep it, because I love cherry fragrances. Gris Charnel Extrait, in my opinion, is better than the original Gris Charnel. Recently, I did a video testing fragrances to see what I want to buy. And in that video, I tested the original, and then I remembered that I love the Extrait a lot better than the original. So yeah, definitely keeping this one for now. And then we have Commodity Juice fragrance. I really love it. It's okay. I have like the Commodity Juice, the 3 different potencies. I'm keeping them. These smell like strawberries. My Acros, no way in heck I'm getting rid of my Acros. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is Acro Glow. It's one of the lightest and most beautiful ambery fragrances. Acro Smile is beautiful, light, sweet, solar kind of fragrance. And then we have Acro Rise, which actually that's the one that I meant to say, the solar type of fragrance. And Acro Smile smells absolutely beautiful too. I love all of my Acro fragrances. I'm gonna get Acro Bake very soon, which was in my testing perfumes video. And then we have Replica. Here's one I just never really use anymore, you guys, the Coffee Break. I just don't use it. I don't remember to use it, but it's beautiful. It's actually, I'm reminded that I do like it a lot. So I'll give it another chance. I need to remind myself to wear it more often. And then we have the Beach Walk, which is a very beachy fragrance. Obviously, the name says it all. Breeze in your hair as you're walking on the beach. It's a very light, airy, sort of fresh fragrance. So yeah, I mean, I'm keeping all my Acros like I told you. And then we have my Juliette Has a Gun fragrances. I love my Juliette Has a Gun Lipstick Fever, but you know, I just love the powdery part of it, but I'm not a fan of the patchouli part of it. So I love that like lipsticky kind of powdery scent that it has, but then that patchouli kind of interferes with it. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one, but I think I'll keep it for now. And then this is one of my absolute favorites, as you can see by the dent. This is Lust for Sun, one of the most gorgeous solar fragrances on earth. It is like, has like tiare flower and all these gorgeous like solar fragrance notes. I'm keeping it. I just never wear this. I don't even remember what this smells like. You know, this is Juliette Has a Gun. Okay. So I just don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't wear it anymore. I don't think I've worn it more than twice. So that's going away. That's good that I'm doing this declutter, you guys. And then this is Juliette Has a Gun Juliette. I love this. This is the cherry fragrance. Has a bit of jasmine. I love this one, so that's staying. None of my Jus Parfum is going away because I love them. This is Rosamonda, which is a beautiful green rose, which was featured in my latest rose video. I absolutely adore it. That's not going anywhere. And then we have this right here. This is also from Jus Parfum. This is Jus Parfum Ultra Shot. Love it. This is Andawiza. This is a really pretty, juicy kind of fragrance. Love it. She's staying. This is Sexy Crush. Very sexy, ambery fragrance. Love it. That's staying. And then we have here, this one's a little bit different. This is a kind of a unisex fragrance, this one. almost like a cannabis kind of scent to it, but not really. It's like a very interesting, fresh, spicy fragrance. It's actually really good for men. This one, Coffees, this is a very strong coffee fragrance. I think I'm gonna gift this one to my cousin who loves really strong coffee fragrances. This one is a very strong patchouli fragrance. I like patchouli, but sometimes it can get overwhelming over time, especially when the fragrance matures. The patchouli can get even more strong. So I think I'm gonna give that to my cousin. Love this one too. This is also from Xerjoff Ouverture. I'm keeping that. Then I have two from Memo Paris here. Lastly, I love Granada. This is beautiful. I'm keeping it, but I am not going to keep this one. Some people were going on and on about it, Tamarindo, and I thought it was going to be really great, but it's not a very good fragrance, you guys. It has a very strong patchouli vibe, bit too strong for me. Tamarindo, not a fan. You know, it's beautiful, but again, not loving it enough to keep it. Okay, guys, I'm on the second row of fragrances now, and I have my Manceras here and Montale fragrances. There's definitely stuff I want to get rid of in this bunch. So let's start here. Jada Exclusive is one of the juiciest fragrances. I really like this one, so I'm going to keep it for now. And then we have a Velvet Vanilla. This is a very sweet kind of a tuberose fragrance, kind of like a synthetic tuberose, you know. Well, all Mancera fragrances are actually synthetic. So I'm keeping it because it's kind of a bubblegummy tuberose fragrance. Holidays, which is a nice kind of like solar type fragrance that is good for vacations and whatnot. So I'll probably keep it for now. This one, Roses Greedy, this one I really don't think I want in my collection anymore because this one gives me a headache. It's a very strong rose fragrance, headache inducing, oriental smelling rose, which is really pretty, but I don't know, it kind of gives me a headache sometimes. I'll keep it for now. Instant Crush, I'll keep it because, you know, I kind of want to give it more of a chance, although I really don't reach for it very much anymore, the Instant Crush. For now, I think I'll keep it. Oh yeah, there's a bunch here I definitely need to get rid of. So this is Wild Cherry. This one is way too strong. This is not really a cherry fragrance. Well, it is, but it's misleading because it doesn't smell very cherry-like because of the fact that they decided to put a bunch of really sharp powdery notes in here with a very sharp bergamot, very, very sharp citrus. It really clashes. I've already decluttered this technically in one of my, I've not done a big declutter video, but I've done like a mini one before. In that one I actually decluttered it, but I never got rid of it because I just don't get rid of my fragrances, you guys, because I'm not one of those people who are in it to like sell fragrances, you know, after recommending it to you. Although I don't think I ever really recommended that one. This one is Wild Candy. This is really sweet, very candy-like fragrance, just like the name suggests. I like it, so I'm gonna keep that one. Now Wild Python is very intriguing. It's an osmanthus fragrance. It smells just kind of like a python, like a snake actually. It has like that, you know how osmanthus has that, like, you know, I sometimes call it like the squished bug smell. I don't know how to describe it. Osmanthus, if not done right, can smell squished leaves, I don't know how to describe it, but this osmanthus in here, there's a tuberose too, so together it produces this very kind of like black magic woman type of vibe about this. It's very intriguing. I will keep it a little bit longer. I need to wear it. Now it's intriguing enough I want to keep it, but I never wear it. And I don't know if I like it or if I even get compliments because I never really wear it. So how am I going to know if I'm getting compliments or if people like it on me or even if I like it really that much if I'm not wearing it? If I can't bring myself to wear it, then how am I ever going to know? Do you know what I mean? So I'm in like this dilemma when it comes to this type of perfumes. I want to continue to keep it in my collection just because it's intriguing, but I just never end up wearing it to even find out if I even like it. So I'm just going to declutter this one. And then we have Mancera Choco Violette. There again, I wanted to declutter this, but I gave it another chance. A lot of people love this fragrance, so I thought, okay, I'll just give it a chance because everybody jumps down my throat whenever I say anything bad about it. Well, not everybody, you know, the fans of this fragrance. It's like this very artificial smelling chocolate powder kind of note that's in here. It's very off-putting to me. It's not what you think it would be. You know, you imagine it like as a cocoa powder with like violet scent. It's not really that. It just like, it has a very artificial cocoa powder scent that is off-putting to me. So that one's gonna go now. I've given it enough of a chance. And then this Roses Vanille. This is beautiful, but again, it's one of those super potent, take your eye out, take your nose out type of fragrance. It's a little bit too sweet. It's like roses drenched in sweet sugar water. Not really appealing to me anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And then we have one of my favorites from Mancera. This is Coco Vanille. There's no way I'm getting rid of this. Whenever I smell this, it takes me back to Hawaii when we went on a vacation to Hawaii a couple of years ago. This smells just like Hawaii. It smells like manoi oil and frangipani flower, and it's like sweet coconut cream. So beautiful. I'm keeping that. This one I hate. This is Intense Cherry. Does not smell good. It's going, but I'm in a dilemma because I'm missing the little cap part. I need to find that. I don't like the Intense Cafe anymore. Don't wear it. That's gonna go. I love the Roses Musk. It was in my latest favorite roses video. This smells like an Arabian princess. Keeping that one. This is the hair perfume, I think, of it. Yeah, I'm obviously staying with me. This is another of the hair perfume in a small travel version. This is easy enough, you guys. This is my Parfums de Marly collection right here. Not getting rid of any of them. I absolutely adore each and every one of them. Meliora, beautiful, juicy, blackcurrant type of fragrance. Valaya, very sexy, musky, slightly with a bit of a kick, white floral kind of fragrance. This is Safanad, like a sweet floral. I absolutely love it. It's got some really nice notes. And this is the three Delinas. This is La Rosée, Delina La Rosée, Delina, the original, and then Delina exclusive. Love it. Then we have Oriana. Absolutely love it. It's a orange blossom marshmallow fragrance. We have Cassili, that is a yellow floral with frangipani, and it's very tropical smelling. Not getting rid of any of my Parfums de Marly fragrances. There's just no way I'll do that. So they're all staying. Okay, here we are. These are my Tiziana, Terenzi, and Soradora fragrances. I can tell you right now, most of these are staying. Now let's start with the Soradora. I love all of them. None of them are going away. They're staying. This is Soradora Janie. This is one of the most delicious gourmet fragrances. Has caramel, almond, kind of bit nutty, and it's very delicious and sweet. It reminds me of like, it's similar to like Xerjoff Italica, you know, along the same lines. This is one of the most stunning, sweet, powdery fragrances. This is Mallow, Soradora Mallow. This one smells like candied violet flower exploding in violet candy or something. It's absolutely sweet, beautiful fragrance. Reminds me of fairies. This one is Orchidée Rouge. Again, I love this fragrance by Soradora. I think there's cherries in it. And then this one is Mandorle. This one is like, actually this is the one I think with cherry. This one is like frozen cherries, almost like, it's really beautiful. I mean, none of them are going away. I love them all. And then we have my Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. Tabet, as you know, it's my first Tiziana Terenzi that I got, and it smells like warm sand and candy, and it reminds me of a very luxurious tropical getaway. Same with Atlantide. I did a full dedicated review for this. Check it out. It was a very colorful review. This one is absolutely beautiful. It's a tuberose scent that is very like high-end smelling. And this is Talea. This one is an oceanic yacht type of fragrance. This smells absolutely beautiful and clean. Love that. Keeping it. Orza. It's a bit of gourmand vibe, but still has oceanic vibe, like ocean vacation vibes. All of these sea star ones have. They're all staying. All my sea stars are staying. Now here's one that I'm not sure of. So I'm getting rid of Lince for sure, because I've never once worn it. After the first 2-3 times, I'm getting rid of it. Andromeda, you know, I like it. That's, you know, that can stay. It's all right. And then we have Cassiopeia. This is a compliment getter. This has a beautiful passion fruit note. Definitely staying. Again, another summertime vacation type fragrances. That's really what Tiziana Terenzi is all about. This one I'm getting rid of. This is Spirito Florentino. This is a very dry, leathery fragrance that is very unisex, and I don't find it appealing anymore. And then we have Aphrodite. This one, you know, it's also beautiful. I mean, it's not like groundbreaking or anything. Few there that I'm gonna get rid of. So I think Lince and Spirito Florentino are the ones that I'm gonna get rid of from those. Let me put the ones I'm keeping back. My last one for this video. For this video, I've got all of my Maison Crivelli fragrances here, which I'm keeping all of them. Let me put the other ones back and let's move on to this. So I have my Maison Crivelli fragrances, none of which I'm going to get rid of. I absolutely adore them. I love, you guys know how much I adore Tuberose Astral. It's one of the most beautiful, strong tuberose scents. There's a little bit of osmanthus in it. It's like a honeyed osmanthus, and it has like leather, and it's such a gorgeous, stunning fragrance. Obviously keeping it. This one is Ambre Chromatique. This is a beautiful smoky incensey fragrance. Usually I'm not a huge fan of smoky incensey perfumes, but that one's really beautiful. This one is Hibiscus Mahajad by Maison Crivelli. You guys know this is in my top 3. This is a gorgeous hibiscus nectar smelling fragrance, very sweet. It's like it has a bucket of vanilla. It's got rose and spearmint. That's how they got the hibiscus nectar smell. And then you have the leather and the huge bucket of vanilla, which makes it super sexy and very beautifully sweet, but not in a bad way, not in a headache inducing way. This is a beautiful rose fragrance that is a little bit salt, like oceanic. This has like oceanic sexy skin scent, skin smell kind of fragrance, like a beachy one. You know, if you don't like solo fragrances for summer, for beach, here's an alternative for you. This is absolutely gorgeous. My husband adores it. Obviously keeping them. And then I have 2 from Olfactive Studio. This one is really refreshing. This is Dancing Light. It's basically inspiration is the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. This is beautiful, fresh, and I like it. It smells very sparkling. This one's Vanilla Shot. This is a smoky vanilla, very unisex. I don't know about this one. I'm on the fence about this one. It's beautiful, but it's very unisex though, you know. I don't know, like, and it's very much kind of like Clive Owen type fragrance, you know, like not my husband, you know, very much. So I don't know, that might be one that goes. I haven't decided yet. Maybe the next round of decluttering way down the road. Then I have NATO fragrances. I absolutely adore these. None of them are going away. They are staying with me. This is Berry Craving. This is a beautiful berry fragrance, absolutely gorgeous. You guys know I go gaga for this. This is a gorgeous, sexy fragrance that smells like strawberry shortcake, but milky fig note in it. That's absolutely stunning. This one is a white floral, a floral scent. This is another one I love. This is a kind of a white floral fragrance that's really, really pretty. I actually have 2 new additions from NATO that I'll introduce to you very soon. Then I have Naki and Kama from Prenoir. This is a Swiss fragrance house. I like Naki too. They're staying. And then we have the Byron Parfum fragrances. You guys know I absolutely adore the butterfly. My husband adores this fragrance. It smells like a fairy. Then we have the double caramel, which is a caramelly fragrance. I love it. I'm not gonna get rid of it right now. This is Mula Mula. This is beautiful too. I mean, I'm gonna keep it for now. This is the Chronic. Again, all the Byron ones I really like. I'm not gonna take away them. That's Mula Mula Rouge, by the way. This is Mula Mula. I'm keeping them for now. If I get sick of them down the road, maybe someday, probably Mula Mula. I can see myself getting sick of down the road. Oh, I am not moving any of my Room 1015 fragrances. You guys know I'm absolutely crazy about them. This Wave Child is one of the most groundbreaking beachy fragrances. This is like candied watermelon, kind of like Jolly Rancher, but with the oceanic notes. There's ambergris here, so it smells like the ocean with the sweetness from the watermelon. It's absolutely gorgeous. My husband adores it. This is Sweet Leaf. This one is cannabis in it. This is not exactly my personality, but I still love it. It's kind of a unisex fragrance. This Cherry Punk is the most groundbreaking edgy cherry fragrance ever. It's cherry and leather. Very, very stylish. Very, very, very edgy. That's Cherry Punk Extrait, and here's the original. They're both the same basically, with Extrait being a little bit more potent. This is Holy Rose. Also pretty fragrance from very edgy fragrances they have, you guys. And this is Room 1015. This is not for the faint of hearts. This is a strong fragrance. And this one is a beautiful powdery scent, Sonic Flower. Very, very pretty. It has the prettiest fresh powderiness. This is great for summertime. I adore it. None of them are going away because I love them. And guys, I have some spoiler alert for you. They just came out with an amazing fragrance. It's not even on their website yet. Stay tuned for my next fragrance haul. Anyway, so that is the 2 top rows of fragrances, you guys. I have a ton. In the next video, you guys will get to see my Kilian and my Mikolov. Of course, none of them are going anywhere, but I do have some Kilians. Surprisingly, some Kilians I will get rid of. I have Amouage and all that on that second and third tier, the 3rd row of it. So I'm gonna do the 3rd and 4th row down below in my next video, so stay tuned. All that I'm decluttering. I have my 3 House of Siage ones I'm decluttering. 3 of the Tiziana Terenzi. This by Juliette has a gun. The Stéphanie Parisian one. The 2 Xerjoffs. And the Mancera ones I don't like. Wild Cherry and Roses Vanille. Then I have this one. Yeah, that's Roses Vanille. And then we have Choco Violette, which I don't like. Getting rid of this. More Xerjoff. This Overture, getting rid of it. 4 of the Royal Crown ones I'm getting rid of. This is that the vanilla one. This, you know, Xerjoff Grand Bala, Piano Santal. Yeah, this is what I'm getting rid of from the 1st row of my fragrance display. Guys, that is just the tip of the iceberg. That is just the 1st row of 3 more rows. So that means at least 2 videos, if not 3 more videos of decluttering that I have to do. I will kind of stagger it. I'll do the declutter part 1 now, and then there'll be another video next time. And then I'll do declutter part 2, another video, declutter part 3, so on and so forth. That's how I'll do this, okay? So make sure to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss the subsequent parts or any other video by me. And if you don't click the notification bell, subscribing isn't enough. YouTube won't let you know when I upload. Make sure to do that too. Okay, you guys, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and hop on over to my other luxury and high-end makeup and beauty channel, Cleo Luxe Life, where I just uploaded a video about the newest Natasha Denona beautiful cream blushes and cream highlighters. Oh my gosh, that's the video you shouldn't miss. And I also uploaded a video about the best luxury makeup brand ever that everybody's forgotten about. Missed that? Check that out too on that channel. You guys, my next video is most likely going to be a luxury fashion video. Stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be about. Luxury fashion from a luxury brand. Handbags and stuff, a very hot new collection, so hint hint. So that will be my next video. Stay tuned for that. And I have a very hot off the oven new releases niche perfume haul coming up after that, so stay tuned for all that. Again, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you will not miss those videos. I will see you guys in my next video.